booked the perfect flight. You brought your travel pillow, picked your seat, even downloaded a podcast to fall asleep to. But here's what you didn't see coming. That one clever little flight trick just wrecked your entire trip. In summer 2025, it's not the big mistakes ruining flights. It's the tiny ones that look smart on the surface, trading seats to be polite, rushing to grab overhead space, trusting your smart bag to be smarter than TSA. These are the moves that feel like hacks, but backfire hard. Today, I'll show you 9 flight tricks that might seem like a good idea, but can actually ruin your plans, cost you hundreds, or leave you stranded. And the worst part, you won't know you messed up until it's too late. This is Jet Portable, and we don't do fluff. We uncover what airline insiders rarely talk about, the policies that seem harmless but cost travelers money, time, or even their seat on the plane. I've studied hundreds of traveler complaints, interviewed ex-airline staff, and watched hours of hidden footage from real passengers. What you'll learn today is based on real screw-ups, and what smarter travelers do instead. So if you've ever walked away from a flight thinking, what just happened? This video is for you. Let's break down these 9 smart tricks that can actually ruin your flight, and how to outsmart them.
Hidden flight trick. 1 booking. Back-to-back layovers to save money. Stop right there. This one sounds smart. 2 cheap tickets, 1 layover. Big savings, right? But here's what airlines don't warn you about. Book back-to-back flights on separate
tickets. And if the first one is delayed, you're on your own. No rebooking, no refund, not even sympathy from the gate agent. It's called hidden city ticketing, or DIY layovers. And on paper, it looks brilliant. You break your trip into 2 cheap legs, maybe save $200. But what happens if the first flight is 45 minutes late, and you only had 1 hour between connections? Game over. Because when you book on separate itineraries, airlines don't see your trip as one journey. They treat each flight like it's completely unrelated. That means no protection, no compensation, and no guarantee to help you if you miss the second leg. I once spoke with a traveler who missed a honeymoon flight to Santorini because their first leg, a cheap Ryanair ticket, landed late. Their second ticket, with Aegean, left without them. The airline simply said, "You were never on our manifest. If you absolutely must book separate flights, plan for at least 5 to 6 hours between them, and avoid the last flight of the day." Or better yet, use tools like Skiplagged or Google Flights to spot real connections that are protected under the same PNR. Hidden flight trick. 2 using duty-free for last-minute gifts. Huge mistake. Think duty-free is always a deal? Think again. You're probably overpaying. Airports count on you being rushed, stressed, and desperate. That's exactly when their overpriced tax-free items start looking irresistible. But some are 30–50% more expensive than local stores. Even with the tax gone, we've all done it. You forgot to grab a gift, or worse, you're flying to a wedding or business meeting, and the airport duty-free seems like a lifesaver. But here's the insider reality. Most airport shops inflate prices compared to downtown retail, and with psychological tricks like lighting, scent, and placement, they make it feel urgent and luxurious. A 2025 price audit of 15 major airports showed that premium chocolates, perfume, and spirits were up to 48% more expensive than identical items on Amazon or at the destination city. And worse, some duty-free alcohol is even banned at connection airports and can be confiscated at transit security. Set a reminder to shop before you fly. Or if you must buy at the airport, compare on your phone in real time. You'll be shocked how often duty-free means marked-up luxury. Hidden flight trick. 3 stashing valuables under the seat. Bad idea in 2025, your valuables. Right at your feet. That's exactly where thefts happen. In 2025, theft during flights is rising, especially on overnight routes. One passenger woke up to find their passport and iPad gone, snatched from the seat in front of them, and nobody saw a thing. It sounds practical. Keep essentials close. But seasoned travelers know the seat in front of you is the most exposed place to store anything valuable. On crowded flights, especially overnight or red-eyes, opportunistic theft is becoming disturbingly common. Flight attendants can't monitor every aisle, and with blanket covers, foot space clutter, and lights dimmed, a quick hand can unzip your bag without you even realizing it. One incident on a flight from Barcelona to JFK involved 4 passengers reporting missing electronics, all of which were stored under their seats. The airline refused responsibility. The police couldn't prove anything. Use a small crossbody bag or underclothing pouch for passports, wallets, and tech. And store bulkier essentials in overhead bins, preferably across the aisle, so you can always see them. Hidden flight trick. Using your own cable at public charging stations. Rethink that. In 2025, juice jacking is real. Malicious USB ports at airports can extract data while you charge. Travelers have reported hacked phones, drained accounts, and compromised passwords, all because they plugged into the wrong port. Use your own wall charger, not USB. Or better yet, bring a small power bank. Don't trade convenience for identity theft. Hidden flight trick number 5, picking the front row for extra space. Read the fine print. First bulkhead row looks spacious. No seats in front. But many bulkhead seats don't recline. Worse, armrests are fixed, and your bag must go in the overhead. One traveler thought she scored extra room. Instead, she couldn't nap, had no bag access, and spent 10 hours upright. Check Seat Guru or airline seating charts before choosing your row. Front row, best row. Hidden flight trick. Number 6, trusting free airport Wi-Fi. Your data's not free? That free Wi-Fi network at the airport could be a fake clone. In 2025, scammers set up nearly identical hotspots to harvest passwords, emails, even credit card info. Never access bank accounts or private data on public Wi-Fi. If you must use it, go through a VPN. Otherwise, you might land at your destination with an emptied bank account. Hidden flight trick. Number 7, choosing late flights to enjoy the day. You're gambling. Late night flights sound great. You get a full day before heading out. But here's the catch. Late departures are the most delayed or canceled in summer. Airport congestion, weather buildup, maintenance delays, all pile up through the day if you're flying on a schedule. Morning flights, especially before 9 a.m., are your safest bet. Hidden flight trick number 8, bringing power banks without checking airline limits. Power banks are a lifesaver, unless you pack the wrong one. In 2025, airlines are enforcing strict watt-hour limits on lithium batteries. Go over the limit? It gets confiscated, or worse, you're denied boarding. The rule? 100 wattman max for carry-on. Some airlines let you declare 160 watt but never in checked baggage. Always check the label, and if in doubt, pack a smaller backup. Hidden flight trick number 9. Assuming travel insurance covers everything. You bought travel insurance. Smart, right? Maybe. But many policies in 2025 have strict exclusions. Strikes, weather delays, even tech failure might not be covered. Read the fine print. Look for cancel for any reason. See FAR clauses or real-time claims apps. One traveler had her flight canceled due to ATC failure. Her claim was denied because it was unforeseeable disruption. Don't assume. Know exactly what you're protected from. This is Jet Portable. See you soon. This number 9 may look clever, but this summer, they could cost you dearly. Don't blindly follow viral travel advice. Trust the tested ones. And before your next flight, double-check your seats, your bags, batteries, and the fine print of your insurance. This is Jet Portable. See you soon. Now it's your turn. What's a travel trick you've tried that completely failed? Let us know in the comments. We might feature you in our next video.